You know who could probably use a pair of sheath underwear? Is R.A. from Chiclets.
How's he doing? Like, seriously, honest question. Yeah. I'm not trying to be a troll here. How's he doing? Is he back on the show?
Yeah, so I know we shit on him a little bit in the summer. This is actually some really good news, and I'm really happy to see this, that apparently he's getting some help. Going through a nasty divorce. And
Can we just recount the story really quickly? So R.A. is one of the hosts of the Spittin' Chickens podcast. It's the biggest hockey podcast in North America and the world, probably. And he was the non-hockey guy. But he got himself into a little hot water during the Stanley Cup Finals in the spring.
It was kind of the whole playoffs. He was getting juiced out of his mind, just acting like a bozo nonstop in the Edmonton series, in the, I think it was Florida Rangers series, a bunch of different series.
Yeah.
And he's just making them look bad. And then when the Panthers ended up winning the Cup, he was shitting on the Panthers all series. Mm-hmm. Go Oilers, go Oilers. Woo, he's wearing his Oilers shirts and Oilers jerseys. And then he goes down and celebrate with the Panthers, and they basically tell him to go you-know-where. Mm-hmm. And he was pissed off and upset about that, and then ended up going on a rant on the show. We don't care about these guys. We don't need them. Like, as you mentioned, way to bite the hand that feeds you.
Right. And listen, we had some very choice words about that. And then shortly after that, I don't know if he was removed from the show or if he removed himself from the show, but he was off the show. And you had mentioned that he's getting help. So I'm curious to know, after the summer, is he back on the show? Like, how's he doing?
Yeah, because Biz and Whit were basically like, this guy needs some help. We love him. He's our founding father. So he's going to go get some help. To what degree, I don't know, but I just wanted to say on the show that it's good to see that, because they are an important piece of the community. Like, our podcast is what it is because they carved out the whole podcast niche. Granted, we are the second most watched YouTube hockey podcast behind them. Don't forget about that. But it's good to see. And I also don't see a lot of talk about this. You see a lot of like relationship stuff out there, but as far as like men going through divorces, because the dude was married to his wife, I think, for like 20, 30 years. I mean, how many NHL guys go through that stuff in silence?
Oh, just human beings in general.
I mean, if you think about it in the grand scheme of things, you go through a divorce, the woman leaves the man 8 times out of 10 nowadays, 9 times out of 10 if she's university educated. I don't know if his wife or ex-wife now is. But to think she's just pulling the rug out from under you, you got to feel a little bit upset about that, even the most stoic of dudes, and that's going to shake things up in person, right?
Dude, a breakup is never easy, as you and I both know, but I honestly think it gets harder as you get older, because, I don't know how long the relationship was. I don't think he's a spring chicken by any means, but based on his age or his appearance, I would assume he's probably my age, or if not older.
I think he's like mid-50s.
Okay, yeah, 50s. So definitely older than me, and that's not easy, man. I mean, look, you're on the back 9 of your life, and now you're alone. I mean, that sucks. I mean, that's not easy on anybody, and I just think it gets harder as you get older. So, my heart goes out to him. I hope he got the support that he needed, and I hope he comes back better and stronger. And yeah, all the best to them.
Well, especially too, like, and this is just my observation, as the chick, she's got all the options right away, and for him, it's like, well, I don't mean to be rude. You're shaped like a pear. You're maybe not the coolest guy out there. Yeah, you have the status of the podcast, but you're really in a bad spot to pick yourself up. You're going to take it really hard, right? Maybe different analogy I should use on that one. But
listen, in the grand scheme of things, I hope he got the help that he needed, and I hope he comes back better. But when it comes to recovery, some people take longer than others, and I just hope that he's mentally safe, and that's the best I can. I've never met the guy before. I hope one day we cross paths. I'd be more than happy to shake his hand. But I hope he got the help that he needed.
Hey, if you enjoyed this video, hit the subscribe button. We do a new podcast every single Sunday during the season called Sling the Biscuit. It is a non-mainstream hockey podcast, so we talk about my hockey career, the minor pros, Spain, the Fed, you name it, all the stuff that you won't hear in the mainstream news.
Music,
pop culture,
politics, a little bit.
Thanks for watching this video, and we'll see you soon.